The Wii generation was filled to the brim with bangers. You had Wii Sports, Smash Bros. Brawl, Mario Party 8, and Shrek's Carnival Craze Party games. But the big kahuna, the mother lode, the number one, or the Smitty Werbin Jaegerman Jensen of the Wii, was Mario Kart.
Mario Kart Wii! Woohoo!
Released in the spring of 2008, Mario Kart Wii was the most expansive entry into the series yet. The development process of the game essentially went like this. What if you could use the Wiimote to pass your driving exam? This game's big gimmick was motion controls. Do you want to feel like Waluigi driving in a lowrider at Mach 10? Now you can. As part of this new edition, Nintendo concocted the infamous Wii Wheel. Once you insert your Wiimote into the wheel, boom, immersion levels have increased tenfold. You see, as a kid, I used to think you needed the Wii Wheel to play this game. Upon retrospect, I now realize that it is just a piece of plastic. Another new addition to the series was bikes. In other words, the only vehicle you should use. If you think about it, the game's title is pretty misleading. It should be called Mario Don't Use a Kart Because They Suck Wii. Faster speeds, inside drifting, and wheelies essentially make karts obsolete. Yeah, the karts technically have better mini turbos, but that's useless when Funky Kong flies by you popping wheelies every second. Also, I just want to apologize in advance for my gameplay being strictly Funky Kong. Gamer Nation is a Funky Kong Flame Runner household. Take it or leave it, gamers. In all seriousness though, Mario Kart Wii was one of my favorite games from my childhood, and even today, it still holds up. Part of what makes this game iconic is the... First off, for the new maps, you have so much visual contrast. You'll go from racing through Coconut Mall, shredding the slopes of DK Summit, blasting through the sun-soaked Maple Treeway, and speeding along the city lights of Moonview Highway. The retro courses also contribute to the roster, with some of my personal favorites being Delfino Square, Waluigi Stadium, and DK Mountain. But much like every other Mario Kart game, you get rewarded with the final track, Rainbow Road, which I believe was perfected in this game. I remember as a kid, my siblings and I would tremble at the thought of Rainbow Road, since we would always have a hard time staying on the track. And while most of the time these experiences came down to just sucking at video games as a kid, Rainbow Road actually remains a fairly challenging course at higher speeds. You have to balance a fine line of drifting at the right time in order to not fall off the course, and due to the fast pace of Rainbow Road, it is very easy to find yourself falling towards the earth. But the cherry on top for Rainbow Road and all the other courses is the composers at Nintendo cooked straight fire with this soundtrack. I just want to give the music team a high five, it's so good. This game's soundtrack can only really be rivaled by Mario Kart 8's amazing jazz fusion sound. But Wii has highlights like the ethereal Rainbow Road theme. The chaotic mess that is Coconut Mall. Moo Moo Meadows with the guy going crazy on the fiddle. And the industrial soundscape that accompanies Toad's factory. Also, I gotta give a shout out to whoever decided to add Funky Kong to Mario Kart Wii. What a genius. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it. This game is for masochists. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Sun Tzu. This is the mentality one should have before playing Mario Kart Wii. The item boxes in this game are just insane. You'll be chilling in first place, and in the span of a couple seconds, boom, you get hit with a blue shell, then a red shell, then a lightning shock, then Wario runs you over with his Mega Mushroom. Now you're in last place, buddy. If you ever heard the phrase, get Mario Karted, this is where that generally comes from. Now, while some may take this crazy item balancing as a negative, I'd say otherwise. Especially when playing with friends, Mario Kart Wii provides a chaotic experience that no other game can match. Add the crappy motion controls on top of it, and you are bound to have a night where you want to kill your best friend after a couple races. It's amazing. Mario Kart Wii is one of those once-in-a-generation games that truly is magical. And in the wake of the release of Mario Kart World, there is much speculation as to whether the game will live up to the standards set by its predecessors. How will World compare to Mario Kart 8 and Wii? Could it live up to these peak games? It will! You can play as the cow from Moo Moo Meadows. What a masterpiece.